and we'll just do this. Of course, that creates a problem, because now the block kind of gets damaged, as you can see. But that's okay, because now, out of all that, you get a brand new special toy.
Isn't that something?
Okay.
Wow. Isn't that something? Boy, I tell you what, Artie, kids, isn't that great? Gee whiz. That is fantastic, isn't it, Rudolph? When we see these magic tricks, oh my gracious sakes alive. Now, I want to ask Artie, is it possible we can ask you to do another trick for us?
Sure, I can do one more. I've got one more trick here that's got these little things here. This looks like a tissel. That's what people call this, and this is a tassel. Now the difference is tissels are long, tassels are short. And what I can do is I can get a hold of a tassel and pull on it and turn it into a tissel. Now, going back the other way, I can get the tassel that started out as a tissel, make it a tissel once more, and that which was a tassel became a tissel, was once again a tassel. Now, a lot of people think I'm stringing along.
What was that?
I'm not sure, but let's see what happens with this one if this one stays down. Well, that one will become a tassel, but this was the tassel. We wanted this to become the tassel. But then there's the tissel over here, and then the tassel over there, and then, well, this one gets a little broke. But, you know, the thing that really happens is sometimes they both become tissels. And that's when I get a magic hair, pull it out, tie it over there, and pull, and they're back where they were before.
My gracious sakes alive. That is something, isn't it? Thank you, Artie. Now we're going to go to Trina in Latonia. Hi, Trina.
Hi.
Trina, how old are you?
5.
5 years old. Trina, is there anything special you want for Christmas?
Yeah.
What's that?
A scooter.
Okay, Trina, well, Santa will see what he can do, okay?
Okay.
And later on, we're going to have another special song by our choir from the Little Red Schoolhouse here, too. We got 2 minutes left? Okay. Well, are we ready with music? Before we jump into the last song, let's go real quick to Michael from, are we there, Michael?
Yeah.
Okay, Michael, Santa wants to wave to you, wish you a Merry Christmas. He's got to go fast. Let's take another call. Yvonne, are you there?
Yeah.
Yvonne, are you there?
Yeah.
Santa wants to wave to you and wish you a Merry Christmas. And now he's going to ask the kids if they will circle up here and stand up. Santa wants to, in saying goodbye, he wants to say special thank yous to everybody who helped with the show. Our good friend Michael and his dad Roger Evans who helped build our set. Santa wants to say a special thank you to the Fort Mitchell Kiwanis and the Cable Board, the Little Red Schoolhouse today, and Artie Kidwell and Diane Kilpatrick, Santa's Mrs. Claus, Miss June, Guy and Stephenson, and the Health District folks, all those good people. And now we're going to sing our song. Are you ready?
Yes.
Turn around and watch your cameras.
Watch.
Here we go. We'll see you Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Be good and have the cookies waiting. Little glass of milk.
Ready?
Wave, Rudolph.
Hoofbeats crossing the desert sand, sounds of a mighty eastern caravan. Hear the beat of the tambourine, on our way to see the newborn king. With the star that bright, with the guiding light, a very special king, he is born tonight. Trumpets herald his majesty, he'll be dressed in royal finery. We'll see his palace fit for a king, from my treasury his gifts will bring. With the star that bright, with the guiding light, a very special king, he is born tonight. Hear the drum and the tambourine, rat-a-tat-tat-tat, ching-ching-ching. Lift your voices, join to sing, hallelujah to the newborn king. La-la-la-la-la, la-la-la-la-la, a very special king, he is born tonight. On to the ring, that house through the night, always following a star so bright. We are bringing
Fantastic. Santa has to ring the bell on that one. That was great. Fantastic.
The Manuette Studio Dancers.
We also have a different kind of exercise, and that is tumbling. So in a minute you might want to see something.
Good. Can we ask the girls to stay sitting out here while we watch that? Have a seat, girls. And now we're going to take a couple of phone calls. Before we get into the tumbling, we'll take some phone calls and talk to some of our callers, and then we're going to see some tumbling. And you all can stay out here and join us. Is that okay? You can be our guest today. Fantastic. You did such a beautiful job. And you know Santa was watching too, and so was Miss Claus. And since we're going to be real sensitive about people that are too light or too heavy, we're going to get just across the subtle message that Santa needs to lose just a little weight. And he's going to take that to heart and work on it. Right, Mr. Claus? Now, our first phone call is from Tiffany in Erlanger, Kentucky. Tiffany, are you there?
Say hi. Say hi. Say it. Say hi.
Are you there, Tiffany?
Say hi. Come on. Say hi. Say hi.
Anybody on there, Tiffany? Let's go to the next call. Lois from Newport. Is Lois from Newport there? Is Lois from Newport there? Hello, Lois. Okay, what about Ashley from Hebron?
Say she's here.
Ashley?
Hi, Santa.
Hi, Santa.
Hi, how are you, Ashley?
Fine.
Oh, I'm so tickled to hear from you. But Santa can barely hear you, Ashley. Can you speak up real loud?
Hi.
What would you like for Christmas?
Baby doll. Baby doll. Baby doll.
Baby doll.
Baby doll.
Does Santa need a microphone, or can you hear Santa okay?
Yeah.
Say real loud. Say baby doll.
Baby doll. Baby doll.
Say baby.
Okay, I can't hardly hear you, Ashley.
Say real loud.
Baby doll.
Say baby doll.
Baby doll.
Baby doll, okay. Larry, turn this up here. Let Santa have one of his helpers come in here and turn this up here.
Okay. Hi, Santa.
Say real loud.
Okay, testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear Santa okay out there now?
Yep.
Okay. I can't hear her. Well, we're talking to Ashley, and she's got some toys that she wants. I think she wants a baby doll. Right?
Hi, Santa.
There we go. Now I can hear you. You know, Santa's doing this program live. Brother Tom back there on the camera. And when Santa's doing it live like this, sometimes you have some technical problems, and Santa has to call in one of his workers, a technician. So Karen, one of his workers, is working on it. Now she's holding this speaker here where Santa can hear it. Thank you, Karen and Betsy. And of course, Rudolph's overseeing this thing. Now, what about this, Ashley?
Christmas like down, baby.
Is that right? Is there anything else you want for Christmas?
Yep.
You know something? Santa loves you, and I got a little toy for you. Let's see here what we got. Looky here. How's this? A little baby doll for you? And you can have your mom and dad pick this up here at the cable board office. It'll have your name on it, Ashley. So we'll let you go now, and you have a Merry Christmas. Okay? Santa loves you.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Hi.
Oh, is this your brother? Okay, we're going on now to Roger in Covington. Oh, okay. We're going to Larry. And we're back here. We're going to, guess what, Amy? We're going to bring the tumblers on. And let's talk a little bit about tumbling first. Or we want to bring Lisa down and talk with her? Or?
Well, Lisa will come out in a little bit because I think she has 2 little girls that want to show you a little.
Oh, wonderful. Well, let's bring the tumblers in then.
Okay, if the tumblers could come out, please. Come on out.
Oh, Heidi, Lindsay, and
Jamie.
You want to tell us about these 3, Amy?
Sure, they take tumbling and they take tumbling 1 hour a week, and they work real hard at their tumbling skills. And the best way to perfect them is to practice at home. because it's hard just 1 hour a week, getting things perfect. So they do practice at home a lot. And then at the end of the year, they get to be in a big show on a stage.
Fantastic.
So we just want to show a few things that they can do today.
Okay.
Okay? Why don't we line up right? Okay. And we'll have Heidi go first. And Heidi, could you show a cartwheel real quick? She does a cartwheel and stretch. Okay, why don't we have Jamie come right over here. Maybe you could do it going this way, Jamie. Okay, ready? And cartwheel. Nice. And Lindsay.
Beautiful.
Okay, and they can also do a one-handed cartwheel. So why don't we have you start over there. Jamie, go first. Show them a one-handed cartwheel, Jamie. And Lindsay. And Heidi. Okay, now a little bit of their harder tricks are their back walkovers. So let's have, if you all could come over here for a second, I think it would be nice. And if you can do a back walkover, Jamie, why don't you start right there? Back walkover. They're not used to doing it on the hard floor. They usually have mats. And Lindsay, this takes a little practice at home.
Oh, this is wonderful.
And Heidi. Okay, very good. Now, one of the things
Okay, we're going to take off right now before we do any more and go to a tape.
Okay.
For a second.
Happy holidays from the Kent and Boone Office of Cable Communications.
It makes life safer to have rules. Yeah, if you didn't have rules, someone would get hurt.
You shouldn't make noise on the bus because sometimes the bus driver, he needs to hear everything.
Like when you have to stop by the train tracks.
Yeah.
You shouldn't stay too close to the curb, otherwise you could get flattened or something. You should walk at least 10 feet away from the bus so you can see the driver and the driver can see you. It's very cool to follow the rules.
Most fatal fires occur at night when you and your family are asleep and when seconds can make the difference between life and death. Fireman Joe and Sparky say a smoke detector, when properly installed and maintained, can double your chances of surviving a fire. Are you protected? Smoke detectors. Don't stay home without one.
Right.
Scratching on through, busting our heads just for you. My name is Vince. You got me sore. If you buckle up, I wouldn't do it no more. You call me Larry. I'm a dummy too. When you don't buckle up, you're dummy you. Buckle that belt. These are professional dummies. Do not attempt this at home. Buckle up, buckle up, buckle up. Say, and you know we're not wrong when you go for a ride. Put your safety belt on.
Okay, Santa, we have two more little girls that are going to come and dance. If they could come out right now. And their names are Megan and Kelsey, and they're going to do a little dance for you, Santa.
Oh, fantastic.
If they can just line up real quick right here. Face
with their friend Lisa.
Face the lights.
Wonderful.
This is Lisa. Maybe Lisa.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? Santa loves that, don't you, Miss Claus? What do you think of that, Rudolph? That is something, isn't it? wonderful. Wonderful day of the year. Thank you so much. Let's have a big bell ringer for that one. What do you say? Way to go. Now, if you kids want to stay there and join Santa? Okay. Now, if we can do this, our next person to come on is going to be the Colonel Sanders, Colonel Harlan Sanders of Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now, can we ask you kids to sit down here on the floor? Okay, real neat. Fantastic. Now, guess what? We're going to have the Colonel. Come on in here, Colonel. Are you out there? Oh, wonderful. Colonel Sanders. Mrs. Claus. Over here is Rudolph and Santa's helpers. And this was all of Santa's dancers, and they put on a show here from Amy Manette, the dance studio. Wonderful. And they showed us how to do some exercises, Colonel. We need that. We do need it. And you know, one of the lessons we want to talk with kids about today is the importance of grandmas and grandpas and visiting with them and sharing love. So we want to make sure that we, get the message out that it's important to work with all of our senior citizens, our grandmas and grandpas, right, Colonel?
Yes, if we're all fortunate enough, we're all going to live to be grandmas and grandpas, okay? So don't forget grandma and grandpa, because grandmas and grandpas love all you children. You know, they're the spark in their heart, right? Right.
So let's sit down over here on the couch just for a second. Okay, Colonel? And Santa's going to come on over here with you and sit down here so he can have the mic. And is there any kind of special little story you'd like to tell the kids about how you became Colonel Sanders?
Well, I became Colonel Sanders lookalike, okay? And that was in London, Kentucky at the First World Chicken Festival. But in saying something about Colonel Sanders, you know, Colonel Sanders was 66 years old when he started out on the road with his recipe. And you saw how famous he got, right? But it was perseverance. He kept at it. He stuck at it. He worked hard, but he became famous. And he was just this year, if he had lived, he would have been 100 years old. Did you know that?
My gracious sakes, isn't that something? Now you know what, kids? Santa is so proud to have Colonel Sanders on here with him today that he is so thrilled about it. He'd like to take a couple of phone calls if he can and let them ask some questions of Santa. Do we have Roger there from Covington? Hi, Roger. Hi, Roger. Hi, Roger. Where are you?
This is Nicole Class.
Nicole? How you doing, Nicole?
Hey,
Well, you got something you want from Santa Claus?
a light boy.
You like some toys?
Yeah.
Okay, Santa, I'll see what he can do. Okay, Nicole? Do we have a toy over there, workers, for Nicole? Good, we got a lion for you, Nicole. Okay? You have a Merry Christmas now. Santa loves you. Say hi to Colonel Sanders.
Goodbye.
Hi there, Santa loves you. Thanks for calling. Now what about Kenny from Fort Thomas?
Hello.
Kenny?
Hi.
How you doing, Kenny?
Fine.
Santa loves you. You know that? Santa loves you. You got some toys you want?
Well, yeah. It's something I don't know yet what I want. So I never got to it.
Santa will work at making some toys, and you be sure and having some cookies and...
Well, I know what I want.
Oh, okay.
Well, I want one of these bear ones.
Okay, Santa will do this, Kenny. You be sure and having some milk and cookies waiting, and Santa will be sure and come to you. Okay? You have a Merry Christmas now. Santa's got a football for you here on a toy, so you can stop by the cable board and pick that up, okay? You have a Merry Christmas now. Okay, I guess we need to go to Colonel Sanders here for a second.
Well, I think maybe if we're running a little short of time, maybe we ought to get all the children on it.
Okay. Let's see if we got, who do we have next here? Colonel, will you stay out here with us?
Sure will.
Good. And Santa would like to ask the rest of you kids if you would mind sitting over this way so we can have some more kids come on. And Santa's going to move back over to his chair. And you know, I think at this time, we're going to go to my good friend Kathy Maines, who's with the Northern Kentucky Health District. And you know, Kathy Maines, come on in, Kathy. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Santa's so tickled to see you. Let's have a big hand for Kathy. What do you say, Ken?
Thank you.
And Kathy, today we got the dancers with us and Colonel Sanders, and we got a special film we're going to show. And then after we show that film, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Is that okay?
That's fine. We're really